Mike Tyson's most brutal knockouts. A breakdown. Mike Tyson. The name alone conjures images of pure destruction inside the ring. Known as Iron Mike, he was the youngest heavyweight champion in history and became a legend not just for his victories, but for the savage way he dismantled his opponents. His knockouts weren't just wins, they were warnings to anyone daring enough to step through the ropes with him. Let's dive deep into the most brutal knockouts of Mike Tyson's career, moments that defined his legacy and shook the boxing world to its core. But before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on our upcoming videos. Now, let's get started. 10. Trevor Berbick, 1986. The beginning of a reign. It was November 22, 1986, when 20-year-old Mike Tyson stepped into the ring with WBC heavyweight champion Trevor Berbick. Tyson entered as the youngest challenger in history for the title and left the ring as the youngest heavyweight champion of all time. But it wasn't just a win, it was a brutal dismantling. From the opening bell, Tyson came out like a man possessed, landing devastating hooks and uppercuts. In the second round, he delivered a left hook that sent Berbick stumbling not once, not twice, but 3 separate times before the referee finally waved it off. Berbick was trying to get up, but his legs weren't cooperating. It looked like something out of a movie. This fight wasn't just a victory, it was a message to the boxing world. A new era had begun, and it belonged to Mike Tyson. 9. Marvis Frazier, 1986. 30 Seconds of Terror. In July 1986, Tyson faced Marvis Frazier, the son of legendary heavyweight Joe Frazier. Marvis was a solid fighter, but stepping into the ring with Tyson was a different experience. The fight lasted just 30 seconds. Tyson trapped Frazier against the ropes, delivering a lightning-fast uppercut followed by a right hook. Frazier crumpled to the canvas, completely out. It was one of the most efficient and terrifying displays of power ever seen in a boxing ring. In just half a minute, Tyson showed the world how quickly he could turn a contest into a crime scene. 8. Larry Holmes, 1988. Destroying a legend. Larry Holmes was no ordinary opponent. He was a former champion who had never been knocked out before. That changed when he met Mike Tyson. At 38 years old, Holmes came out of retirement to fight Tyson in 1988. It was a mistake. Tyson respected Holmes, he had been a sparring partner for Muhammad Ali. But once the bell rang, the respect turned into violence. In the 4th round, Tyson unleashed a furious combination. A crushing right hand sent Holmes down. He got up only to be sent down again, and again. The 3rd knockdown was the end of the fight. Holmes lay flat on the canvas, motionless. It was the first and only time Larry Holmes was knocked out in his career. Tyson didn't just win. He ended something that had never been broken before, Holmes' durability. 7. Michael Spinks, 1988. The 91-second annihilation. This was billed as the once-and-for-all fight. Mike Tyson versus Michael Spinks. Both men were undefeated. Spinks was a former light heavyweight champion and had beaten Larry Holmes twice. But the hype couldn't prepare the world for what was about to happen. Tyson came out like a storm. Spinks looked nervous from the start. Within the first minute, Tyson dropped him with a body shot. Spinks got up, only to be met by a vicious right hand that ended it. The fight lasted 91 seconds. Spinks never fought again. This wasn't just a knockout, it was career-ending. Tyson was at his most fearsome, and Spinks never wanted to step back in the ring after experiencing it. 6. Henry Tillman, 1990. Revenge served cold. Henry Tillman was one of the few men to defeat Tyson, albeit in the amateurs. He had beaten Tyson in the 1984 Olympic trials, costing him a shot at Olympic gold. Years later, they met again, this time as professionals. Tyson had just suffered his first career loss against Buster Douglas and was out for redemption. In the very first round, Tyson unloaded a brutal right hand that knocked Tillman out cold. Tillman collapsed in a heap, eyes wide open but unresponsive. Tyson didn't just win, he got revenge in the most violent way imaginable. 5. Frank Bruno II, 1996. A savage by now. Frank Bruno was a tough and beloved British fighter, but he was no match for Tyson. In their rematch in 1996, Tyson was even more aggressive than in their first meeting. From the start, Tyson overwhelmed Bruno with pressure and speed. In the 3rd round, he unleashed a flurry of uppercuts that snapped Bruno's head back repeatedly before the referee stepped in. Bruno was never the same after this fight. He retired afterward, admitting Tyson's power was unlike anything he had faced. This wasn't just a technical knockout, it was a beating that ended a career. 4. Clifford Etienne, 2003. One-punch power. By 2003, Tyson was far removed from his prime, but his power hadn't gone anywhere. When he faced Clifford Etienne, many wondered what version of Tyson would show up. It didn't take long to find out. Just 49 seconds into the first round, Tyson slipped a jab and countered with a thunderous right hand that dropped Etienne flat on his back. The fight was over instantly. Etienne tried to get up, but it was useless. Tyson walked away, gloves down, knowing it was done. Even in the twilight of his career, Tyson proved that his knockout power was eternal. 3. Carl Williams, 1989. Blink and you miss it. Carl the Truth Williams was a big man with fast hands and a decent jab. But against Tyson, he barely lasted 90 seconds. Tyson came out firing and Williams tried to clinch, but it didn't matter. Tyson landed a left hook that sent Williams crashing down. He tried to stand, but his legs weren't there. The referee waved it off. This was Tyson at his most explosive, fast, ruthless, and terrifying. 2. Tony Tubbs, 1988. The body shot from hell. Tony Tubbs was a skilled boxer with fast hands, but against Tyson, none of that mattered. In the second round, Tyson landed a left hook to the body that visibly hurt Tubbs. He followed up with a brutal left hook to the chin that sent Tubbs spinning to the canvas. The ref stopped the fight before Tubbs could take more punishment. This fight is a classic example of Tyson's ability to break opponents down with both body and head shots. His punches weren't just strong, they were surgical. 1. Donnie Long, 1985. The Arrival. Donnie Long boasted he would test Tyson's chin. Big mistake. In just Tyson's 11th professional fight, he knocked Long down 3 times in the first round. The final knockdown, the left hook, was as clean and violent as it gets. This was the world's first real glimpse of what was coming. Tyson was no hype job, he was a destroyer. The legacy of fear. Mike Tyson's knockouts weren't just physical beatings. They were psychological warfare. Opponents often lost before the fight even started, frozen by fear, overwhelmed by Tyson's aura. His walk to the ring, the silence in his stare, the minimal movement, and then the explosion. He was fast like a welterweight, hit like a truck, and had a killer instinct that was unmatched. He didn't box to win rounds, he boxed to win fights. And when he landed, it wasn't just about scoring points. It was about sending a message. Many of his opponents were never the same after facing him. Some retired shortly after. Others saw their careers spiral downward. The mental and physical toll of standing across the ring from a prime Tyson was undeniable. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Tyson's most brutal knockouts, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more legendary fight breakdowns, and let us know in the comments which Tyson KO shocked you the most. There's plenty more fight history to explore, so stay tuned.